What's up, everybody? So we're in the dog days of summer. Talking, it's 90 degrees outside. The water temps are in the 80s. So let's go over our top 5 baits for largemouth for the heat of summer. We're going to kind of cover a lot of bases here. Let's kind of do whatever you can to get them to bite. So we're going to cover a lot of things. First one, a lot of shallow cover, shallow grass, whatever it might be. Flipping baits. Get up with, I flip usually with a 5/16, either a 3 or 4 straight shank hook. And these are the Beast Coast Flippin' Delights. Little 4-inch flipping bait, comes through the cover really well. Find that isolated stuff, make sure you hit 2, 3, 4 sides of it, and then move on to the next one. Staying on the same line with the soft plastics. It's a classic. Stick worm. Any kind of stick bait, whether you use Bass Pro, Yum, Yamamoto. I prefer Yum Dingers. I know Eric prefers Yamamoto. All depends on what you're fishing, what the fish are after. I do a lot more Texas rigging than wacky rigging. Personally, I find that the Yum Dingers hold up a little bit better to the Texas rig and having that hook, penetrate it twice to Texas rig it. So color-wise, keep it simple. Black and blue, green pumpkin. If you're seeing fish up shallow and they're chasing bait fish, maybe go to a white or a white and black. Those would be the 3 colors that I would always carry. Now to switch gears a little bit, let's talk about like that first 2 hours in the morning and those last couple hours in the evening. That's when we're going to pick up the topwater. So, favorite topwater, hands down for summer. It's loud, it's obnoxious. Buzzbaits. Clearly 2 different sizes here. So, you got your normal, standard buzzbait. This has a Zoom unitoad on it. This one has a clicker, so it makes a little bit extra noise. And then we go to something a little bit smaller. This one's pretty beat up, but this is the Micro Buzz from Tackle Talk and Jig Masters. They collabed on this, and this is my all-time favorite little buzzbait. Since Andrew and Jig Masters came out with this a few years ago, I've caught more fish on this than I have any other buzzbait. Small, but easy to throw. Works really well, starts up really quick. You can, keep it just below the surface and wake it, or you can get it moving and really buzz it across the top. But a buzzbait, it's topwater. There's nothing more fun than topwater. Going to the complete opposite of topwater, cranking. So in the summer when that water gets hot, fish are going to, especially during the day, the afternoons, they're going to move offshore, go to that, little bit deeper structure. So for us, deep is 10 to 12 feet. So a lot of my, my deep crankbaits are 10-foot divers. You got your classic, Rapala DT10. It's a classic for a reason. They keep coming out with new sizes every year, so I think they have everything covered from 4 feet to 20, at least 20 feet now. I know they just came out with I believe, 12-foot diver this year. So I'm going to be picking a couple of those up. Another one that I really like, very similar in shape, a little bit slimmer, is the Berkeley Dimes. This is chartreuse and black. So, deep diving crankbaits, find that offshore structure. They move from the shallow structure to that offshore structure. Start cranking it. You find a big flat that's, 8, 10, 12 feet that has some isolated rocks. Make sure you're throwing at that with something like a deeper crankbait. Lastly, when they're really not biting, you got to slow it down. You got to finesse them. There's nothing more finesse than a drop shot. So you got your classic power worm and the other classic, a robo worm. Rig them up, throw them out, drag them around. If you can find some deeper docks, throw across the top of the buzzbait. Then come back with a drop shot and hit every pile, every piling, every post, whatever it might be. However that dock is set up, hit every single one of them. Those fish might not want to move 6 or 8 feet to go bite it, but if you put it in front of their face, you're probably going to get it. Again, keep it pretty simple as far as colors go. Green pumpkin, black and blue, and white, or something like the Morning Dawns from Roboworm. Bruiser is another good one. The Roboworm and Missile Baits, they have some really good colors. PB&J is a sneaky good color in the summer. So those are the top 5 baits for the dog days of summer. For, you know, most of your largemouth lakes and rivers or whatever it might be, kind of, you know, take rods to cover all your bases, and you're going to catch fish.